What's up, everyone?
What's in one?
Love that.
Our sports podcast.
The New York Football Giants. Love that.
What's up, everybody? This is episode number 18 of Fourth and One, a sports podcast. Fourth and One is presented to you by Why Am I a Nerd Podcast Network, where everyone is a nerd about something. My name is Sean Farrell, and sitting opposite of me, back in the cave,
Finally.
is the golden voice of podcasting, Matthew Ferreira. And joining us tonight, an enemy of the show, due to a certain game coming up, it's
right.
Anthony, the Cowgirls fan.
Cowboys.
He came in so fast on that. Oh,
Man, on this episode of Fourth and One, we are back to talk MLB, NBA Finals, NFL, and to end the episode, our Dimes a Dozen segment to discuss our New York Football Giants. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
yeah, I don't know either. I am so glad. Remember when we first started and we had no sports to talk about, and now here we are at like the apex of all the
Overwhelmed
seasons.
with
There's so
sports.
much. There's so many things to discuss. Oh, I'm super excited about it.
Big game this Sunday.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Kickoff
this is gonna be a crucial one.
4:25. Official invite is out for my backyard for the game.
I got invited.
You're invited. We need a Cowboys fan there.
So let me know
great.
what to bring. I'm in.
Bring yourself, and I'll have the beverages going.
Can I also
Order some food.
invite another Cowboys fan?
Sure.
All right, Johnny's
Who's-
coming.
All right.
Johnny
a little-
Cowboys fan?
Yeah, baby.
Man, I had more respect for him than that.
Unfortunately,
That's rough.
unfortunately, you're wearing the Orlando Magic RIP
I am.
basketball hat.
It's it's a little rough, but like I realized I didn't have a black Giants hat, so I was like, you know what, let's rep Orlando for a little bit here. Let's get magical.
Getting ready for next season.
Yeah, exactly. Just gearing up.
We're going to talk about this, but have you watched the NBA Finals at all?
Here and there. I haven't been. My work schedule has been nuts.
Yeah.
But this actual final series has been going very well. I missed the last game, but I caught the first two.
I don't know. It's just not doing it. I mean, you
No?
know, it's almost like when the Heat made the final.
You just knew.
It was just like,
Yeah.
this is the best possible scenario for the Lakers, and entertainment-wise.
Yeah.
They just don't seem to have a shot. I mean, they won like one game, but when you lose both your starters,
Yeah. What do you?
two of your starters in the first game, that's it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I feel bad. They're not getting a fair shot, but they're battling. You never know what's
They're
going
in
to
there, Jimmy
happen.
Butler. I will say I know it's super irrelevant. I'm so glad it's not Golden State anymore, though. You know, I can't say that enough. Like every single
That's
year
true.
they were doing it was so annoying.
That
Which
is true.
it's the way people feel about the Patriots. You know.
How'd you do in fantasy football this weekend?
All right, which league are we talking about? We're talking about our league.
Overall,
Right, zero wins.
how'd you do? Because I did terrible overall.
I did overall terrible. I lost every single one. My one league where I lost, it's an auction draft league where I lost Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey week 2, devastating.
And you have Josh Allen.
And I have Josh
Kyler
Allen
Murray.
and Kyler Murray. I'm 2-2 in that league, but I lost this week's game by less than 7 points and last week's game by about 2 points. So I'm 10 points away from being 4-0 despite losing my top 2 players.
But
So-
that's a good thing, though.
oh yeah, it's a good
Because
problem to
there
have.
is luck involved.
Oh, 100%.
Fantasy football, like
100%. It's a
in
major factor.
the 4th and 1 league, I demolished Snacks McGuigan. Shout out to Snacks McGuigan for
Who's-
providing some good content as far as questions.
Who's now best friends with friend of the show Timmy Whalen.
They're starting their own dojo.
Oh, they're starting their own. I thought you were going to say rival podcast, like we're going to have to fight him to the death.
No, but actually, that's a good point. You were recently on the Rise and Fall podcast,
I
providing
was.
some fantasy information.
I was.
However, let's not talk about your fantasy record then,
Uh-oh.
because if you're providing the fantasy info at 0-4,
Yeah,
I don't know who's gonna
fair
take
enough. Fair enough. Normally, I'm a lot better. It's what the thing is. I can look based on what's out there. You know, if I had access to every player, maybe I'd be good at daily. But I have shit luck with that, so I try to avoid it. I only won like one game.
yeah,
I won money.
You guys did. Shout out to Dave Sarner.
yeah.
Rise and Fall finally got it started. You guys did the hit it or quit it
Yeah.
segment, which was good. It was good. It was fun to watch. Dave's good.
Dave's good.
Dave
No,
knows
yeah,
his shit.
We
for
got to
real.
get him back on here.
I
for sure,
actually
yeah.
was thinking about that today. Like after I watched it, I was like, we need to get Dave. I need to know what he thinks about the quarterback situation. Did they waste the first round pick on Dwayne Haskins? That's what it's looking like
Should
now.
we put the formal invite out there? To,
I think so.
to have him
I
back?
need to know his thought. Maybe they play. Who do they?
It's
when do they play
we have
the Washington
2
football
weeks.
team?
2 weeks.
Maybe we
have
should
the
talk to
Eagles
him.
next week and then them.
Maybe
the
we
week
should
after.
talk to him that week
All
just
right,
to
formal invite out to the Rise and Fall pod.
just to see what's
what we
going
can do.
on.
Maybe we can get it going in person. You might be able to come out here.
Yeah, we got the MLB playoffs going on right now.
Yep.
The Yankees
Your
are
boys are-
trying to survive.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're
Praying. I'm rocking the Jeter, the last World Series jersey, straight out of China. It's one of those. So
that's where all the best ones come from at this
Yeah.
point.
I think I got him.
you did.
Yeah.
We put in a bulk order.
Yes, because I got a Cano.
Fair enough.
Jersey.
I've actually, you know what? I don't know why I didn't think of this. I have a Barkley in my car I could be wearing, but they hurt me. The Giants.
Yeah,
hurt
you can't wear Barkley
me.
right
I
now.
can't. It's just, oh god, it hurts so much.
I know.
It's just, ugh.
We're gonna talk about the Giants later, but
Yeah.
they're
Things aren't.
they
looking
pull a
great
lot at
there.
our heartstrings. They strike a nerve. It's an interesting season for them.
Speaking of, pulling at heartstrings, can we talk about what's absolutely decimating the league right now?
Let's talk about it.
We can. I think it's
Tennessee Titans.
Tennessee Titans. Can we have?
They're gonna ruin it
can,
for everybody.
Can we have you step on the camera here, Miami Cameron James? Woo! Friend of the show. Now we have a video that shows you just how decimating everything the Titans are doing is to the league. It's only about 3.5 minutes, but we'd like you to watch that right now.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's
Go,
just
Go Buckeyes.
Hey.
I'd like to give a shout out to the state of Ohio. We
the absolute worst.
Hey,
The
so
absolute worst.
actually,
What's going on here?
let's. Is there a way we can get his facial reaction to watching it, and then he can edit it and put like both things
I'll
on
tape
there?
it on my phone. I'll record it on my phone at the same time.
Okay,
Time out,
cool.
time out. If this has anything with Batman, then I will fire you from the YMI.
You're gonna-
All right, all right. Shake on that.
All right,
because
let's shake on it.
you are gonna eat your
Let's
words.
shake on it. Fine. If it has
Hey.
anything to do with Batman, you can fire me.
If Batman's in the video,
Then what?
Oh, wait. Go ahead.
if Batman's in the video, you're fired.
All right.
If anything involving Batman is in the video, you're fired.
Let's go, bro.
All right, just shake on it.
Come on. Shake my hand.
Pound.
All right. Fine. Pound. It's
All right,
in the
ready?
Let's go.
It's in a. What the fuck?
This is Batman calling from Wayne Manor. Hey, your friends, Matt, the Golden Voice, Anthony, the Statman, and Sean, the French Toast Daddy, wanted me to send you this shout. So this is just for you. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
What the fuck am I watching? What is
It's
this?
not who you are underneath. It's what you do that defines you.
You recognize that voice?
Okay. Now this is Kevin.
I know it
Happy
is.
birthday, Cameron.
What the fuck?
Fun thing for me about doing this role for so long. has
Fuck
been
you
this
guys.
interaction that I get to have with the fans. The Batman fans are incredible. They're so passionate about the character, and there's this kind of intimate relationship that the audience has with Batman. And I think it's because of all the superheroes. He's the only one who's actually not a superhero. He
Yeah, no shit. Please tell me Spider-Man's a bitch. Please tell me Spider-Man's a bitch. Please tell me Spider-Man's a bitch. I'm watching it. Fuck you!
And it makes him that much more accessible, more relatable. He's just as screwed up as we are. But since he's human, he only has his physical strength and his intellect to serve him on his mission. And his mission is to
What is
rid the
this?
world of evil. It's an impossible task.
So
right? But he
confused.
wants to leave the world a better place. And that's such a noble endeavor. That's what we love about him. And we also love his tenacity. He never gives up, no matter what life throws at him.
Someone tell me what the fuck is going on.
Oh, Ohio State sucks.
Yes!
Qualities we can all aspire to, because you don't have to be a superhero
Hilarious.
to want to give to your family, your friends, your community, to leave the world a better place. Oh, Ohio State sucks. Excuse me. You don't have to have superpowers to be tenacious in your goals in life. All you have to do is care enough to try. And the world needs us right now to try more than ever. There is so much crisis right now in the world. There is so much going on. We need each other more than ever. Oh, Ohio State sucks. Excuse me. Because we are all we have. Look, life is rough. for everybody. Everybody gets beat up by life. Everyone has difficulty. Everyone has challenges. Everyone has disappointments. Everyone makes mistakes. It's what life is about. And when you face those challenges, you realize really quickly what's important. And what's important are the friends in your life, are the people in your life. It's not any of the material stuff, because that stuff disappears in a heartbeat. It's the lives you've touched and the people who've touched your life. Ohio State sucks. Oh my God, I can't get rid of this. That's what's important. It's friends like Matt and Anthony and Sean who love you, who get you, who see you, who appreciate you, who want to celebrate you today. That's what it's about. And it's also about accepting the fantasy league rules. Come on, Cameron, you can accept them. It's time to grow up.
Fuck you, bro.
Fucking Batman?
Yeah.
Fantasy league rules. Ohio State sucks. I can't get rid of this tickle in my throat. Happy birthday.
How the fuck did you do that?
Don't worry about it, bro. Happy birthday.
How the fuck did you do that? Is that fake?
No, it's
No,
real.
it's real, man.
See that? That's the app.
It's the app Cameo.
Cameo.
What does that mean?
So
So-
he goes. Go ahead, explain.
You can hire a celebrity to say pretty much anything to anyone. So we got Kevin Conroy,
a script.
the voice of Batman. No,
No,
we actually
actually-
just said things we wanted him to throw in. and-
He like said
He
all that other
nailed
stuff
it.
on his own.
Yeah, he nailed it.
He took off.
He literally sent him like things like a little like who's from. Say this, say this. Other than that, he like went off. Like
Yeah,
I was
like,
when
the
I
call
saw
from
it, I
Ohio
was
State
like,
was all
wow,
him.
that's
he
like
nailed
crazy.
it.
Yeah, I thought it was never.
He
ending.
made
I'm
that
like,
up. Like he
damn.
improv that whole
Did
thing.
he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll hug you guys later. But we still got to talk about the fantasy football league.
Am I still fired?
No, because Batman didn't actually show up.
What do you mean? That's Batman.
No. I know that, but Batman didn't actually
You
show up.
said nothing Batman related. So like,
That's different though. That's dope.
So
That's dope.
what's
All right,
happening?
I guess I'll hug you guys.
Anyway,
on camera.
we'll
I guess
get,
I'll hug you on camera.
all right, bro.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Happy birthday, man.
Much appreciated. Thanks, bro. Hold on,
Yeah,
Andy.
get one for
Front
the
and center.
entire. Get one for the entire.
Oh. Okay, so how do I get back on this now? Yeah, that's crazy. You need to send me that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Send it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we now talk about the fantasy football rules? Because they're bullshit.
Wait, come on.
We didn't.
Come on.
Well, we didn't make Tennessee Titans violate
Every
protocols.
single thing that's happening, like it's all on them.
Okay, but hold on.
Oh God.
Sean had a good point that he brought up, the
Yes.
old rule.
This
I
is
think-
something I've seen.
I think we're gonna have to do it, but go ahead and
If this keeps happening,
let the people know.
essentially what we'll do is everyone sends alternate players who are playing, not involved in a COVID game, who you would take points from to fill in spots for people that potentially could have a game canceled due to COVID.
Correct.
Since they are going to be on a Tuesday at 6:00, if they decide to cancel the game and you had Derrick Henry in your lineup, you're losing those points.
Exactly.
So everyone can send you a player filling in for one of those spots. I mean, this Thursday night game happened, so hopefully no one altered their team because
Oh
of it.
yeah, that would suck. We'll send out the text after this. So, but
We'll see.
I can't imagine somebody
No.
flexed in someone from the. If you're flexing in a Bears or Bucks player, they're probably already.
He was about
in
to
your
start
lineup.
Leonard Fournette over here. I mean, I don't know what he did.
He's also still got fucking Antonio Brown. So
I'm going to trade him for somebody really
For
good.
who? How? He literally will have. So what was it? The last 2 weeks of actual football don't count, correct? It's like
Why
usually.
not?
I think our championship's week 15. It's 15 or 16. So the last.
The championship is probably 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Wait, time out. Did we change? Is the champion when I'm in the championship? Do I have to win 2 weeks in a row?
No, just one.
No.
Just
So it's
one.
not like last year when I was robbed because I beat you last year
No,
the first week.
This was that was the old Me Moms League. We played 2-week playoff runs.
No, it's
Week,
just a. It's
week
just a 1
14
week.
starts because this.
All right,
this
so
only
16 is
goes-
the championship.
This only goes to week 13.
Gotcha. Solid. Statman comes through again.
Yes.
So we're talking week.
He's a Cowboys fan, but we love him.
So you've got 4 weeks. No, I'm sorry, not even. He's gonna be. It's what? This is week 5 we're on. So it'd be week 13. He was actually eligible to play if he got signed and like everything today. He wouldn't be able to play until week 13.
Is that
because he has an 8-week suspension?
No, it's already suspending.
He's not playing for
Doesn't
anyone
matter.
though. It's
I,
like
no,
once
I heard he kicks in. I heard if he gets signed, he
no,
can play.
that's not.
Yeah.
It's once he's signed to a team,
No way.
he'll be on the bench for 8 weeks.
Instead of getting him a cameo, Kevin Conrad, we should get him a cameo for Antonio Brown.
Wait, is that for real?
What? The video?
Wait, no. Antonio Brown really can't play?
For real. He cannot play.
But I thought
until-
the suspension started the first week of the season.
No, it's as soon as he's signed. He doesn't have a team right now.
So, how long do I have to actually hold him for until he's useless?
I would have dropped him. No one else is picking
No
him
one.
up.
I wouldn't have drafted him, to be 100% honest with you.
You told me to.
No, I didn't. No, I did not.
He seemed like my best option.
Hey, he was a free agent. That's what the theme of his team was.
In what round would he have been your best option?
I mean, he picked Adrian Peterson too. Let's not forget who was.
I mean, Adrian Peterson, I'll give you credit for.
Devonta Freeman.
I picked him up,
He's 2 out of 3. That's good percentage.
but I dropped Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, I mean,
No
that
one's
might not,
perfect.
you know, it happens. But anyway, yeah. So
This is like
that's
fixed
a
again.
possible rule we're gonna go over. I think at this point, with how things are going, college football wise, you see a lot of cases and games being canceled all the time.
Yeah.
Coastal Carolina had their game canceled this weekend. Due to I
The
believe
Buckeyes.
I believe it was the other team.
What? Batman literally just spoke to you.
Yes, and he agrees about the Buckeyes.
No, he said they suck multiple times.
Oh, that's what you said? Oh, I thought you said go Buckeyes.
No,
Ohio State sucks. That's what he was saying.
Oh.
every single time.
Wait, is that really what he was saying?
Yeah. You got to watch. You have to get the once. What
Once
he
you
has-
have the actual video,
you'll get the actual video. So you
I'm gonna
can
send it to
watch
you right
as many
now.
times as you
Yeah.
want. I've watched it twice. I thought,
Oh yeah,
I
it's
thought it was
amazing.
great.
I watched it like 3
Fuck, I
times.
can't believe he was dissing the Buckeyes.
I
I'm
can't
a
believe you
Buckeye
didn't
fan.
know. You're not a Buckeye fan.
Oh, look, there's the video.
This whole COVID thing, it's inevitable. At this point, though, they're gonna run out of time. They can't move games.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is, I don't understand. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
I don't
you're
understand
good.
what the hell they were thinking. We're definitely going to do a 16-game season. Like, there's no way.
Right.
Like, they had to have some kind of plan. They had so much time. I'm just so disappointed in whoever's in charge for the league.
Now, if
You
it is a
know?
protocol thing with the Titans and they're not following what they're supposed to, I guess they don't have another choice but to make them forfeit the game
Oh, they
because,
have
like they
to,
said,
yeah.
they're not going to have the time. Like you can't run, and we're already starting the season later than normal.
Yep.
No preseason. You can't keep playing games in January outside.
And, like,
it's
and-
going to be impossible.
And the Bills are just SOL, I guess. Is that a home game for the Titans or for the Bills?
I don't know. Statman, who's the home team in that game?
Titans or Bills?
Yeah.
Titans and Bills.
Go Titans.
Resident Titan fan.
Yeah, seriously.
Batman lover and apparently an Ohio State fan.
Go Buckeyes.
I don't understand because you're wearing a Notre Dame hat right now. Like, you're-
Technically, you could be. He was an Urban Meyer fan. He started at Notre Dame and went to Ohio State. I mean, I don't know.
if you want to.
You could stretch it.
Yeah, they're at Tennessee.
Okay. So at least it's more fair that way. Because I was like, not that it really matters because there's no one at the games,
Right.
but if the Bills got robbed of a home game, I'd like that's extra messed up. But
Yeah.
it's not like there's people there. Tennessee
So-
probably has people in the stadium though.
They don't have a choice but to make teams forfeit. I mean, if they're saying forfeit based on protocol violation, that's one thing. What do you do if there's no protocol violation and they have to postpone it? Hopefully this won't happen again to the same team, but at this rate, it's week 4. We're only a quarter into the season,
I don't
and
know if
there's
they're gonna get
cases on
through.
the Patriots. There's this is going to happen no matter what. You see it in just everyday life
Yeah.
where people are now in school and whatnot, and cases are going up just because
Yeah, so people are around
more
each
people
other
are
again.
around each other. So I don't know. I mean, you got to just hope and pray that they can figure out a good solution. But
Something,
it's
yeah.
gonna be
It's gonna be tight.
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough to do.
Live update: 4-1 Yankees.
Whoa!
Torres hits a
Let's
two-run
go!
home run.
There you go.
You're a Mets fan.
I know, but I'm
Hey,
excited for
hey,
New York.
New York, New
There you
York.
go.
Uh,
You see how I can
and we are
support? I
gonna-
support my friends. That's why.
They support each other so much that the Jets and the Giants are the bottom of the NFL power rankings together too.
Hey, well, just so we know, and which we will talk about later. We are going to talk about the Mets, and we are going to talk about the Giants, Jets, and Cowboys because they're all in the top 10 picks of the NFL draft right now.
Wow.
But we will get into that a little later. But first, the moment you've all been waiting for, Matt, pull it up on your phone.
Oh my God.
I
Yeah,
did.
that's
I
it,
did
that's
change
it.
something.
Oh
Tell
my
'em.
God, did you?
Tell them where you can find it.
Give me 1 second because the script left my phone. But don't sit there on your laurels. Don't rest. We're coming back. Any second now, I'm going
He's
to find the
coming.
script. And you can find us on Instagram at Why Am I a Nerd Official. That's WHYAM, the letter I, A, Nerd Official. On Facebook and YouTube at Why Am I a Nerd, spelled the same way. On Twitter at 4th and 1 Pod. That's the number 4, THANDWON Pod. Please like, rate, and review us wherever you enjoy listening or watching. Oh, I like that. That's
Yeah,
smooth.
that's nice.
I like that.
It's nice. I was listening to Yo, What Up? And
Our intros suck. We just talk shit.
We didn't- it's literally
no,
just
I
us yelling
actually
at each
like,
other.
and you guys do a different little, where you can find us technically, but you did a little something different this time where you guys just went into like a cold open, so to speak. And I actually liked it.
Yeah?
Where you just went into a topic and then Cameron was like, whoa, wait, I'm
We-
Cameron, this is Matt. But it was good.
We gotta go back.
So wait, I have a question for you two then. I meant to ask this before you went to that. So do you think, let's talk about the NFL real fast, unless you guys are going to talk about that in a second.
You can do it. We're going to talk about it a little later. But
Do you think they should have done where they just separated them into like 4 stadiums and kept them
Like a
in that area?
bubble? Kind of, honestly.
Probably at this point, there's just 50, I think
It
there's-
would have cost a lot, but they also have the money for it, though.
Yeah, there's 53 guys on each team. You're dealing with a lot of players, so when you're traveling or you're at home.
Yeah.
If you watched Hard Knocks, they made rookies stay in hotels, but they let veterans go and do what they wanted. So
Which is weird. But that's what they
but
should
so
have.
there's so many guys you have to be accountable for. Where on a basketball team, there's only 15. Let's say it's
way easier to do.
easier to do. I don't know. Bubble, they could have figured it out. They do
I
the
feel like-
Olympics where they have a village. and-
Exactly. Conceivably, I think they could have gotten
They have
a
the
couple
money to do
hotels
it.
set up around these stadiums. It just had custom buses that bring everyone. They get cleaned down all the time.
Yeah.
Like, they could have done it. The fact that they didn't have anything of that sort prepared to me is crazy.
It's tough to say, though, because it's just like something they've never done before. They think they have the best plan in place. Every
Yeah.
league had something different. Obviously, the NHL and the NBA, what they did, they could have. The NFL had the time to change what they were going to do
Agreed.
because what they were doing in the NBA and the NHL worked. They didn't have really anything.
Yeah.
Lou Will went to a strip club. Some guys ordered takeout.
Yeah. And that was
they
like,
snuck a
and
girl.
then they were
Someone snuck a
fine.
girl in.
Yeah.
But they were fine with those situations. Where the NFL, you have people going back to family. The family could be going out and doing whatever, and then it just goes down the line. So
Yeah.
who knows? I don't think they've said anything about the Titans where anything was.
Yeah, like
contact
where
traced
they.
to.
I have no idea how that's
So
working.
it's
Are the
tough to
watches
say.
working? How do they know?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to judge. They tried to make the best decision they did, and hopefully, like we said, it works out for them.
Yeah.
We're not at a good pace right now.
Yeah, things are not looking good. It might end by week 8, so we'll
Yeah.
see.
All right, let's talk. We talked about the playoffs. We got a little update from the New York Yankees who
Yeah.
are fighting for their lives right now. Backs against the wall. MLB playoffs.
So they're at their best, though.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
mean, look, you gotta love. I will say the MLB season felt a little strange, being in the 60 games, but the playoffs they feel
Yeah,
pretty much the
playoffs
same.
are-
You
yeah.
have that that nervousness, especially with the Yankees. They have a good team. They're playing the top team in the AL right now, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But Ant, let's get into these little questions here. We got one question for our resident Mets fan to kick it
Yeah.
off.
New Mets ownership.
Thank God.
Will this change the landscape of MLB? Could this make the Mets team? Could this make the Mets a team that will be acquiring top talent in free agency now? And who would you like to see them go out?
I don't know that it makes us. I'm sorry. I don't know that it changes the landscape of the MLB. It definitely puts the Mets in a position to contend finally. And as far as who I'd like them to go after, everyone. See who the fuck you can get. Throw money at the wall and see what sticks at this point. Like, I'm all about this because like it's needed to happen for the longest. It still doesn't feel real. It's not going to until I actually see them
You
win
need that
games.
off. You need that off season when they start talking about who
Exactly,
the targets
yeah.
are.
And it'll get exciting. We'll actually see free agents signed, and it'll just reinvigorate, I feel like, the life of every single Mets fan in the world. Actually, when that happens, we should probably get Ash from Sports is Told by a girl, Dimes and I think her team name's Dimes and Thighs. We gotta get her
Dimes
involved.
and Thighs, yeah.
She's a big Mets fan too.
Oh,
We'll get her opinion there.
I just
Hey.
want to
None of us are
apologize to
perfect.
the people looking or
Right.
watching the video.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, technical difficulty. Sorry for moving around.
So we got the Blair Witch Project going on since it's
hey,
October.
we
now.
come
So
back.
scared.
We come back into the cave, and shit's going wild right
I know,
now.
seriously.
It's
Miami
playoff. It's
Cam over
playoff
here.
season. I don't know. When's this episode coming out?
I can put it out whenever you want to.
Well, this is Uncle Miami Cam, if you know what I'm saying.
Sorry, Uncle Seaman.
Oh,
Uncle,
I get it.
I get it. Oh, I get it.
Uncle Seaman.
Oh my god,
That's gonna be a great name.
Uncle
It's
Seaman.
amazing.
We're gonna get. We need to get him a shirt that says Uncle
Oh
Seaman
yeah, 100%.
in the Miami, the Inter Miami colors, pink and black.
Love it.
But yeah, I mean, landscape of baseball, no, but it adds. You know, New York is an attractive option.
Oh,
It
yeah.
always has big market. You're
And
gonna
now
get.
people know they're not going to get fucked over. But sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to cut
Well,
you off
we
there.
don't know. I mean, do we know that? Did Steve Cohen come and say, "Hey, I'm going to come out and spend money"? It can't be worse than the Wilpons.
That's true.
But let's talk about, the Rays. Let's look at the Tampa Bay Rays. Small payroll, but they hired the right people, good manager. They're doing they made it to a top team by filling in spots. It's not always about getting the best player, it's about hiring the right people to do
You had to kill
There was a
Spider-Man.
spider crawling on my
Oh man.
Dude, we could have all gotten superpowers right there, and like good ones.
This might be the weirdest episode.
Actually,
that's the title.
Hold on. Actually, can we talk about this? Are you drinking? Is the name of your beer Psychokinesis right now?
Yeah, it is.
All right, there we go.
Have you had what's your shout out to Grim Brewing in Brooklyn, New York. My first sour ale in a
Ooh,
while. Have you had a sour ale?
Interesting. I haven't in a long time.
I usually don't like them, but I do like
This one's
these.
on point.
Yeah,
all
they're
right,
on
let's check
point.
that out.
They're on point.
They got a little Sam Oktoberfest over here.
Yeah, I've been doing too much pumpkin. Like I'm bleeding pumpkin beer. I've actually haven't been drinking beer as much. I've been going to the hard stuff.
Oh, look at you!
Hey,
Switching
Watching
records.
the weight.
It
Don't
is that
forget
time
about
of
those
year.
hometown heroes back there.
Hey.
Did you shout
Never
them out?
forget
Twin
about the
Lights.
hometown heroes. We haven't done this in a while. We have a lot of beer of the episode. Sam Adams. We got some Twin Lights Brewing and Grim. Shout
Let's
out to
go.
all those guys.
They do the Grim and the Twin Light were in the same pack?
No, I just did that myself, so I didn't drop them.
Smart move.
Wait, how long
You can reconnect them.
They come with
It's like
yeah.
Legos, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to Justin Vitale, Lego
Wait, you
Master.
saved that just for this?
No, so I came here, I had 3 in one, and then I had 1 in one pack, and I just popped it off and popped
That's
in the
how-
others.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
Like Legos.
like Legos. Hopefully the Mets are building their team like Legos, piece by
Yeah,
piece.
just piece by piece, just into something spectacular.
But we'll see. I did hear Evan Roberts and Joe Benigno from The Fan, the latest afternoon show, say they want them to throw all their money at DJ LeMahieu, who is a free agent this year.
Let's see.
But I'm praying the Yankees resign him because he has just been unreal. First person in MLB history to win the batting title in the AL and the NL.
Wow.
So it was a 60-game
would
season,
be
but the
great.
guy's consistent.
Yeah, but I mean, either way, I would love to see the Mets throw money at anyone at this
Anyone.
point. So
There you go.
I'm excited for it.
It's like the Mets are going to centerfolds on a Friday night when they're 18 years old. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, those were the days. Those were the days.
What a time to be alive. What happened? Coronavirus.
Yeah, correct. Fucking A. Can't even go to New
R.I.P.
Orleans.
centerfolds. Let's go to the next question, Ant.
Thoughts on the NLDS and ALDS so far?
So have you been watching? I mean,
I've
I'm
been completely off
I'm
on
in.
baseball. Not even gonna lie. This is all you. This is your.
Yeah, you have
this is your zone.
you got the Slam Diego Padres versus the favorites, the Dodgers. Dodgers are up 2-0.
Yeah, Dodgers. I mean,
The most
I wouldn't
hated
hate
Houston
seeing Dodgers.
Astros back to the ALCS.
Fuck
this is one
them.
thing. Yeah,
3-1
seriously,
sweep.
same. Because honestly, those douchebags. I would love nothing more than to see them just get completely crushed. I almost hope they do make the World Series and get completely swept and embarrassingly swept. like 10-0 every single game, like just destroyed because fuck them.
If anyone's looking for another good podcast to listen to R2C2, which is Ryan Rucco and CC Sabathia.
Oh,
and Sabathia
shit.
just rips apart Carlos Correa and the Houston Astros.
That's
in
pretty
the last
awesome.
episode, basically just calls him a bitch and just talks shit about him the whole time. It's great. But yeah, I mean, playoff baseball feels like playoff baseball.
Yeah, it
Like,
actually does. It's still in October.
compared to the NBA,
everything's
which we're talking about a little
synced
bit,
up.
it feels the same. Like you're on the edge. I'm watching every game. You're on the edge of your seat. It gives like you that
That
good
vibe,
feeling. You didn't
yeah.
get during the regular season. You know,
I
'cause
agree
it,
with
it
that.
was a weird time when they did come back. But I'm just praying for my Yankees. Live to see another day.
what you gotta do
Hopefully,
with
get
this
Garrett
one.
Cole on the
Do
mound.
something. It's all on them. The hopes of New York are on their shoulders. Like every
Don't
other
put
New
any
York
pressure on
team
us.
is absolute garbage. So yeah, sorry, no pressure. I take the back.
Let's go
Shut
let's go
the hell up about the goddamn Buck. Batman literally just told you Ohio State sucks.
When the Big Ten picks back up, we're gonna have a new segment with our permanent Buckeyes correspondent, Cameron James. He's gonna be on to talk about the latest happenings of the Ohio State Buckeyes. So he hopefully watches.
Are
every
you?
game.
Is this what's happening? Are you changing your fandom? Are you no longer a Notre Dame fan and now you're an Ohio State fan?
For the sake of this podcast, it might be the best
We will
thing.
fight in the street because I saw we for everyone who's not in the 4th and 1 fantasy league. I challenged Cameron James to a bare knuckle brawl death match. That offer still stands.
Is that him and Dwayne Haskins?
No, it's
at
a
once?
bare knuckle brawl. It's hand to hand combat, pure fighting.
Okay.
You can't get. Why would you need bare? It's a bare knuckle brawl. You know, fine, bring him. Bring him. I don't even care. Bring him. Bring him.
If anyone didn't notice, Matt's my height sitting down.
Is that going to be a rule? You have to be on your knees to fight.
I don't know. Whatever takes this point. But you have to wear an Ohio State jersey so I can just have all the rage and fury.
Remember, you know what we should really do? You fight Cameron on your knees with sock'em boppers on. You know sock'em boppers?
Yeah.
More fun
One
than
man a pillow fight.
Yeah.
I was about to say it too. Oh my god.
That way, no one gets hurt. If there is blood spilt, it is over a sock'em bopper.
There we go.
Like,
Let's do it. Let's do it. Shoddy the
Backyard
blue
brawls,
sock
looking
'em
for on
bopper.
YouTube.
Now,
There's a lot of challenges in these
those
podcasts.
sock'em boppers have like an age limit of like up to 7 years old. We're 32-year-old men.
I'm 33.
and you're still technically 31.
True.
But that whole pop.
So respect your elders and shut the
said-
hell up about Ohio State.
This is also Mythbusters. Cameron James thinks he can pop a sock'em buster from punching you one time.
Do you think you're that strong? Let's go.
Fuck yeah, Batman.
How much are they? I'm losing the script again. I gotta look up
I'll
if
do
we
it.
can
I'll
get.
do it.
All right, there we go.
All right,
On
let's-
Amazon.
Anthony,
Yeah,
read
pardon
the-
me.
read
Sorry.
Read the
Well, he's
last
got to read the
question.
questions. I'm gonna go
Read the
on.
last
I got
question.
it. I got you. All right. Did you enjoy the 3-game series in round 1?
What'd you think about the expanded playoff playing three game series to kick it off with more teams?
Honestly, I'm a big fan of expanded playoffs. I think it makes
So
it way
am I.
more interesting. You can have just anything happen. Like playoffs are magical to begin with. So I'm obviously deeper into the NFL than I am for the MLB. Excuse me.
Are they on
There we
Amazon
go. There's my
Prime?
Dobrik.
Yes or no?
We can get them here tomorrow for $20.
Do it. Do it. Like, do it. Cameron, on your actual birthday.
It's 2 pairs of clear boppers for
They're
$20.
clear boppers?
Clear, and they're free delivery.
Kid's like
If we order the next 2
2
hours,
years
tomorrow
old.
they'll be here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Thank you. Shout out to new sponsor, Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
for getting us those clear boppers.
Before Amazon Prime Day,
Expanded
too.
playoffs, though, all for it.
Yes, over. I
The
love the
three-game
idea.
series, anything can happen. Technically, I always believe, whatever draw you get in a playoff run, if you're the best team, you're gonna win. It
Exactly.
doesn't matter who you play. If you draw the best team first and you win, and you go on to the championship,
And then
it
you
is-
get
it
that
is what it is.
momentum,
If you
you're
get
an
upset in the
underdog
first
story.
round, then it wasn't meant to be. So people want playoffs. Like I said, the feeling from regular season to playoffs is completely different.
And it's like, remember, because I barely do. Remember watching your favorite team in the playoffs? And like the Magic were in the playoffs this year, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. It's such a
Well,
vibe there. It's like,
the
oh my god,
NBA
the
playoffs,
postseason, my
I
team's
feel-
in there.
they're a little removed from, the MLB. They were playing in their actual stadiums. The the atmosphere you see on the field for the NBA, like on
Not
the
the
court,
same,
it's just
yeah.
not the same.
Oh, there
and
was
we talked about
one
this the whole
team that
time.
was at home.
Right. So it's a little different, but like expanded playoffs, we're all for. Let's talk about the NBA. Let's read our NBA question.
Is that extended playoff permanent?
I believe it's either this year and next year, and then they're going to revisit it. But it's something they're proposing, and it's probably going to go through, based on like how it went this year.
How it performed.
Real quick, Cameron changed it from soccer boppers to these inflatable balls. First one to knock the other one down wins.
Oh yeah, bro.
We can go somewhere and
minute.
do that.
Yeah, there's that place in the mall. Oh, I don't know if we can actually go in there.
Actually, I think I know someone that has those.
No way.
Yeah,
Can we do this on Sunday?
this is better than Amazon Prime.
Can we? If we can get those in time, we should do it on Sunday
Uncle
for the
Miami
game.
Cam is going to be
Be late. What time's the game at?
4:30.
4:30.
Okay, my sister's baby reveal thing is at 5.
So you can do it after,
Well, I know. So
and I'll probably be drunk at that point. So then you'll have a potential leg up.
smoke weed.
I mean, I could. I guess I could if you absolutely. Twist my
I mean,
arm.
all right,
No.
yeah. Easy. Don't force him to. As long as he doesn't eat whatever he ate that one time.
Jesus Christ. All right, so nobody knows about this. I ordered a grouping of very delicious edibles that were regular cookies. This person makes them. They're regular ass cookies. They look great. And they came in like a box. And I was leaving my house, what was this, 2-3 weeks ago?
All I know is
maybe
I
a
was
month.
getting SOS
Yeah,
text
so
messages.
it was-
Matt is down.
Yeah.
Matt is down.
So I'm leaving my house and I forgot they were downstairs. I'm like, oh, I'll try a box of cookies. And I eat one because I eat things whole. That's what I do. And I throw one in my mouth. I get in my car, drive to Cam's, and I'm like, damn, I feel a little weird. Like that cookie smelled. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, that was one of the edibles, and I don't know how this is gonna go.
Imagine you ate 3.
So I get to
I mean,
Cam's
you only
house.
eats one cookie. Are you sure you ate one cookie?
I only ate one. This was the strongest. I don't know what else is going on with me that day. But I get to Cam's house. We do 4th and 1, and you can see in this episode it gets to
Yo, what up?
oh sorry, what did I say? Oh my bad. You get to yo what up. We're 3/4 of the way through, and I'm gone. I'm like, this needs to end. I'm like, I can't focus. There's a glitch in the matrix.
You can catch that video on
everything's off.
YouTube.
Yes,
Why
you
am I a
can.
nerd? Official.
Facts. And I'm like, yo, this has to end. And so I go upstairs.
WHY.
People got to know how to spell. You can't have the letter Y. So I go upstairs and I'm trying to walk to sit down on the couch. Completely collapse. I have no idea what happened. I see everything goes to black and I'm on the floor and I'm like, how the fuck did I get on the floor? And then Aunt and Cam come upstairs. They're like, why are you on the floor? I'm like, I don't know what happened, but I'm down. I need to sit on the couch and sleep for a little bit and I'll recover. And then I hear things in the distance, oh, we might have to cancel the show. I'm like, I'll be fine in 20 minutes. Sure enough, I somehow recovered. I brought it together. My spider healing powers brought me back almost immediately after 20 minutes, and I was ready to go. And we watched
Miraculous
Thursday Night Football,
recovery. I think I
somehow.
sent a GIF. He has risen.
He has risen. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Did you in that show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. Matt
I
was,
was
here.
here, but,
Anthony left and went home, right?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
After you recovered.
And fuck it. This episode's going crazy. Let's talk about untold stories.
Oh,
Let's talk
God.
about your roommate,
Yeah.
who we found out tonight is an Ohio State fan
I
out
thought
of
this
nowhere.
was open. I thought this was an open thing. I could have sworn I brought this up.
You guys are in an open
My
relationship.
roommate, we're in an open relationship. No, my roommate Mike is a huge Ohio State fan. His dad went to Ohio State. He's Ohio State. Both his sisters
what do you have
are
to
Ohio
say to his
State.
dad right now and his sister?
Well, listen, I'm very respectful of his dad's nickname is the Senator when I see him. But I'll tell him to his face, fuck Ohio State. I hate that goddamn team. And his sister has actually listened to the podcast.
You heard it here
and
first.
was-
Fuck the senator.
No, whoa. I said nothing disrespectful about the Senator. Just fuck Ohio State. No, the Senator is my roommate's dad's
Yeah, you
nickname.
don't know the senator of New Jersey is.
What? Isn't Frank Pallone?
Who's that?
The Senator.
I used to know who he is.
What?
Mythbusters Volume 2.
It's like, what?
Matt knows who the senator is.
I thought it was Frank Pallone. I mean, he wrote me. He's been in there entirely too long. I don't think he's doing a terrible job. But I'm just saying, like, he wrote me a letter when I was in like grade school because, like, I did something well. I don't know. I was good at
Ran a
writing when
race?
I was in school. Wait, what? You know what's so funny? That got brought up to me the other day. Someone was like, "What about that
This is the
race
call-
you were
this is the
supposed to
callback
run?"
show.
Yeah, this clearly. They're like, "What about that race you were supposed to?" I was like, "Shh, I haven't been training. No one said anything.
After
Let's
we do
just let
sock
it
and
go."
boppers, we're going to the
Oh
track.
God!
The 4th and 1 Olympics
I'm gonna
keeps
run a
on growing,
35
and Matt is
second
participating in
200.
every event.
Oh God!
All right, so father, sister.
Oh yeah, so
they were
father,
the-
both the sisters, they're all Ohio State fans. The one sister, Kelly, who just had a birthday recently. Happy birthday, Kelly Shine.
fuck Ohio State.
Fuck Ohio State. She listened to the one episode where I went on the rant. She's like, you're deeply hurt. Like, there's something like wrong. Like, you need to talk to someone. I'm like, calm down. I just hate that goddamn school more than anything in the entire world.
That's actually a lie. Excuse me, hold on. I know
What?
I'm not really supposed to be here, but you actually don't like the state. You
No, I mean, fuck the state because it houses the school. But also, what's in
fund- they
Ohio?
fund the school.
Yeah, but also, what's in Ohio?
For the record,
What's there?
Ohio, I personally love you guys. I respect you.
No, you
I-
don't. Have you ever been to Ohio?
Yeah, I have.
When?
When I was on tour.
You drove through it.
No, I was in Ohio.
You drove through it.
I was in it.
Miami Cam and I actually went to the NFL Football Hall of Fame
God damn it.
in Canton, Ohio.
Ugh.
Unfortunately,
Cam, do you-
for-
Great night.
Do you
this
remember when you
episode.
came out to visit me when I was in college?
you missed
And,
your plane.
yeah, I did. I did miss my plane. That was funny. I had to use my niece and pretend she was my daughter, like a picture of her, to get on a different flight. Shout out to the guy who loved me. So, all right.
Can we get your niece on the podcast again?
So Cam and I went off. This is why we need the French Roast podcast. Cam and I went out the night before with his entire band. We went out in none other than Ann Arbor, Michigan, home of the Wolverines. I love that he wooed that. What?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely did. Actually.
That was the plane.
Yeah, I missed my plane. Lied to get on a new plane. The guy was awesome though.
You had a wingman.
That's his job.
You had a.
Damn it. Oh my god. Oh my
All right,
god.
let's talk about the NBA. Let's go to the NBA question. We talked about it before. No, I have not been watching the NBA Finals. Doesn't feel the same. What's your thoughts, Matt?
I want LeBron to win so bad. I think Jimmy Butler is going to give them a fight. LeBron James is the one thing from Ohio I do like.
Can I add something though?
Yeah.
I don't think he handled walking off the court well.
No, I actually really,
Yeah.
I was very, very,
That was-
very
you're a
disappointed
leader.
with
You gotta
that.
be, you know.
I was super disappointed with
Yeah.
that.
You can't be
Because
a
not
little
even like it
baby
was like
bitch.
game like 4 for them and they were
what
going
did
to
he
win.
allegedly
like,
say to Jimmy Butler in Game 3?
oh, I don't know.
You're in trouble.
He said, "You're in trouble."
Oh, really?
Apparently, and then Jimmy Butler said it back to him after he went off in the fourth
Oh,
quarter.
and that's why he walked off.
Look, I was pulling for the Heat to try to, bring it back, make this series competitive. It just seems like they're just outmatched
Yeah.
that it's like
No, I mean injuries suck. I think it's going to be 4-2 Lakers. That's been my prediction the whole time. But who knows? They might just win this next one. I put a bet on it.
that they're winning the next one or winning
On
the whole thing?
on FanDuel. I forget what I put in. I put something in. Shout to the Finns dude because he sent me a one of those $50 free joints. So I just like put in a bunch of bets. I put in a bet last week. I would have won $500 if Evan Engram scored 2 touchdowns. And I
That
was
might
like,
be a thing this week. We'll talk
but
about it
I
more
put in
our last segment.
$5 and I would have won 500. So I'm like, why would I not do that?
If
but
Evan
he's
Ingram,
absolute trash.
if Evan Ingram doesn't score this weekend, he's done. He's dead today.
we should have traded him, not Odell. Like I've been saying that forever. Like why the fuck?
Odell just had more value, and I guess they got it up until this point where he's just going off. But I mean,
Yeah.
we'll talk a little more about the Cowboys a little later. But let's play our NFL ownership game. Go ahead, Ant.
Ooh, let's go. We should put in like some special music here.
Let's mark that for special music from Cameron.
All right. Based on Matt's suggestion, this game will determine your skills as an NFL owner.
Ooh.
The following teams are either 0-4 or 1-3. You are a quarter of the way into the season. You will need to determine the following: do you change the GM? Do you change the coach? Would you trade talent for draft picks? Who to target in next year's draft? And how confident are you this team can be a contender within 5 years?
So Snacks McGuigan sent me a list of multiple teams we could have made a whole episode up, but I picked, the two locals and our resident Cowboys fan just to get some opinions because I
we go.
think each team is in a different boat. They all need
Different things.
different
yeah.
things, so it makes it interesting. So let's start off with number one, the New York Jets, who currently are projected as the number one pick based on their record and
Wild.
however they figure it
I don't
out.
understand how it's not the Giants, but okay.
So the Jets recently last year hired a new GM from Philadelphia Eagles. Have you seen their GM? Have you seen what he looks like?
I've never seen what he looks like actually now.
He's a fucking monster.
Really? Is he worse than
He looks like
Gross Monster?
No,
Like-
like he looks like he could fuck you up.
oh,
Like,
really?
He's jacked up,
Oh,
big,
shit.
big bald guy. Looks like a bouncer at a bar.
I thought you were gonna say fucking what's his name from the Raiders? Who's the Raiders owner? Mark Davis. We're just like the worst haircut in the
No, this
history
guy.
of haircuts.
So this guy was with Joe Douglas was with the Eagles, and when I was doing some little research, I pulled up an article from last year, and he was one of the top people that
Oh,
you would want to
interesting.
hire as a GM. So the Jets got him. Now, one of the things they say you should do, and if people argue about this all the time, and I think it's going to happen, hopefully happen to the Giants this year, where they have to make this decision is
Clean house.
they think you should hire the GM and the coach at the same
I
time.
agree.
Let the GM pick the coach. So they kept Adam Gase. They fired the GM. The GM is keeping Gase right now, but I think as far as the GM goes, I think the Jets are safe. They're keeping Joe Douglas, letting him run the
I
show.
think that makes sense. I don't think he's the issue. I think it's 100% on Adam Gase.
So picking the letter B here, do you change the coach? Adam Gase is gone. Like, can we all? I think we all have to
100%,
agree.
100%. It's crazy. He's never getting a head coaching job again. He's going up there with both Ben and Bob McAdoo. He's fucking
Bob.
fucking Bob McAdoo. He's out of here.
The coach is always interesting to me because, and yeah, I even looked it up. I was like, top coaching candidates. You could probably guess who they were. The offensive coordinator from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah,
The defensive
Bieniemy.
coordinator from Baltimore. Whoever the hot team is, the
Yeah,
top
it's
team.
whoever's
It's those
theirs.
coordinators. And I think it's tough to pick. I mean, it really is. Like, the Giants went super out of the box with Joe Judge.
Still love it.
You get a college coach every here and now, but you usually get the coordinators that fill in. I think, to be honest with you, I think the Jets, their best coaching hire would be the offensive coordinator of the Chiefs. Just because what he has done with, if he is a reason why Patrick Mahomes is so successful. Sam
You can't
Darnold,
teach
they
someone to
have
throw like
that
that, but
quarterback.
yeah.
They just have a quarterback, their future quarterback. The Chiefs obviously have tons of weapons, a good offense. They have everything that you could want as an offensive coordinator. It would definitely be a challenge for him, but I think, based on what he's done in Kansas
Yeah.
City, how they run that offense,
You've got to.
you gotta play to Sam Darnold. I don't think it's time to
Yeah,
Call it
I
quits
think
on
because
him.
of Cordy, you just got to adjust the offense to his strengths, which is, I don't understand why every coach doesn't do that for everything. Like, these are the strengths we have instead of like, fit my system, aka Chip Kelly, you fucking idiot.
I'm gonna pull. And what's the? Let me. I thought I had the article. Let me see. That would be my pick for the Jets. I had a.
Oh, I have a wild card GM pick for the Giants if that's what we're going to next.
I have some good stuff. I have something for the Giants, which we'll finish the Jets first. I have something for the Giants where we can keep Joe Judge, which I think will happen no matter what.
Yeah.
But it'll be a good relationship.
Okay.
I'm hoping that's how.
I wonder if we're on the same page here because mine's
Probably.
very outside the box.
As far as the Jets go, I don't think they have talent to trade to get draft picks. I think.
Le'Veon Bell hasn't shown anything, and that'd be their main guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they have to just, projected the number one pick. Obviously, you're going to take Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, actually, I don't know. What do the Jets need on their team? If you're going to keep Sam Darnold, if they stick with him the whole season, like, look at the Redskins. They already benched Dwayne Haskins. He's not going to be the answer.
Yeah. Well, and Dwayne Haskins, I will point out, went to an absolute shit university. Fuck Ohio State. That fucking fuck. Fat piece of shit. Won't answer me. Won't answer my goddamn challenge. We're going to beat his ass. Hamburglar ass motherfucker.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Yeah.
So they're sticking with Sam Darnold through injury. Look, I can tell you, Sam Darnold, when he came out, I was not a fan of him. Do I
Yeah.
think he's the answer? Honestly,
Oh.
I don't know.
Sorry, we got the NHL trade alert just came in.
Uh-oh.
The Devils acquire Ryan Murray from the Blue Jackets for a 2021 fifth-round pick.
You heard it
He
here
was
first.
drafted second overall by Columbus in 2012.
Typewriting.
The golden voice is breaking the news.
Breaking news.
Sam Darnold played for USC. Notre Dame plays USC every year. Sam Darnold, his senior year, I believe, had over 20 interceptions. When I saw that, I was like,
It's a lot.
that's a
That
lot.
is a lot.
And in college, that's a lot. There's a lot of bad decision making.
Yeah.
That's something you hope he can fix, but, he hasn't yet. And that goes for Daniel Jones, too.
Yeah.
You see the turnovers. You hope he can fix it, but nothing's changed in year 2. It's a little concerning turnover-wise because that changes your whole game.
Agreed.
So if the Jets get the number 1 pick with that GM who didn't draft Darnold originally, I would assume they would have to either take Trevor Lawrence or trade out and accumulate lots of.
And here's
Lots
what I'm
of
saying
talent.
is like worst case scenario, if you don't get the trade offer that you absolutely want, if you say this is our line, you don't pull a Dave Gettleman and be like, well, I wanted 3 first rounders for, or what is it, 2 first rounders for Odell, and one was an actual first rounder, the other was a former first round pick. No, that doesn't count. You stand hard on your line. You say we want 2 first rounders for this number 1 overall, or you draft Lawrence, test them both out in training camp, and trade whoever the worst of the 2 is. Do what the Cardinals did with Josh Rosen. Would be my go-to advice for every single team on this list.
Yeah. I mean, and the next one's who to target next year's draft. If you don't take Trevor
Oh yeah,
Lawrence.
definitely jump. Sorry.
No, you're good, you're good. If you don't take Trevor Lawrence, I mean, I think the Jets need offensive line help. There's options there. I mean, at this point, you're taking best player available
Yeah.
at number 1, the best
You
talent.
got to. Yeah,
the
it doesn't
guaranteed
matter what
talent.
it is. Yeah.
The next 5 years, can the Jets be a team that competes?
I mean,
Based on
potentially,
history, no. Because
they're
they haven't done it in a
Jets.
while.
They're the Jets.
They're the Jets.
But
Since Sanchez, right? They're in the
yeah,
playoffs.
Yeah, that was the last time they made a run.
that was the last playoff. Oh
What year
my
was that?
God.
What year was last year? Mark
I
Sanchez.
want to say that was 2010 was the last time they made the run because they they got out early the year after and the Giants won the Super Bowl, and that was it for New York. That was all we could handle in terms of football.
We're going to check your football knowledge right now.
Might have been
So
the year
I
of the
don't know.
Buffalo.
I mean, the Jets, it's hard to say that they're going to be contenders the next 5 years just based on history.
yeah,
Like
but
they
I
just
mean,
have it.
look at the Bills.
That's true.
So who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
They need to
But
make. They
it's-
need to
it's
make
tough.
this next coaching hire has to hit, or you're stuck with this person for
At least 3 years.
at least.
2010, Matt was right.
Wow. Hey.
Let's go.
11-5 season.
All right. Let's go to an unpopular team in this area, the Dallas Cowboys.
I don't think they're
We're
that
going to get our
unpopular.
expert opinion from Ant, the stat man.
I didn't really come prepared. I'm
Okay.
not gonna
All
lie.
right. You're right.
I had a lot to do
Okay.
today.
So I can answer A for you. Do they change the GM? No, because the GM is the owner,
Right.
Jerry Jones.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna
which
change him.
honestly, but if you could, you would.
If I was the Cowboys and I was Jerry Jones, I would hire someone in that
Yeah.
spot
Yes.
as whether he's making the decisions or not. And I think they do have someone who I've
His
seen.
son does a lot, right?
Yeah, and I
Yes.
think they also have director of player personnel. I've seen someone else's name pop up as a GM candidate that deals with those exact player responsibilities. Where Jerry Jones, he's going to make most of the decisions. So
Yeah, of course.
If you're a general manager, you don't even want to go to the Cowboys because you really aren't going to be in that.
Yeah, you're
That
not
full
going to do
role.
anything.
Yeah.
Do they need a coach? No, they hired
mean,
Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, not this year.
Not
At
this
lea-
year.
I mean, not
Yeah.
for this
They're
year.
gonna
at least.
look. Foreseeing different circumstances, the Cowboys, based on how their offense is playing, they're going to win the division, just based on the other teams.
Yeah. Unless,
mean, if our
unless
defense
the
can-
Eagles
I mean,
wake
we'll
up,
see. We
who
will
can
see
do the
this
difference.
Sunday.
That's right.
It's going
So if the
down.
Giants have a shot, Jesus Christ. Oh, the rest
but
of
you're
them
not going to
such a
get rid.
long
Fighting
Of,
for
you're
season.
not going to get rid of McCarthy after 1 year.
No, not after 1 year.
Yeah, you can.
They have right now. They have the 7th pick.
So what about
Well,
trade
that's-
talent for picks?
If there's
I mean,
one
you
guy
got a
that
lot of-
comes to mind.
Who do you? But I mean, who do the Cowboys really have? I mean, they have a lot of people that could fill in and be in on other teams, but I don't think they're going to trade anybody.
No.
I don't think they would, but if they were going to, the prime candidate to me is Cooper. I think Amari Cooper's a little bit overrated.
Now we got CeeDee Lamb.
You got CeeDee Lamb. Michael Gallup has always put up similar numbers to Cooper, and now there's just too many mouths to feed. Like, it
Yeah.
would make sense.
The
But
only-
that contract,
I think that he is at his highest value you're going to get for Amari
Yeah.
Cooper. I just don't see them breaking up this offense this year.
I
And
agree.
even in the offseason, then it's maybe like it's going to be too late.
but they also put themselves into a spot, and tell me if I'm wrong here, Ann. If Dak produces, Cowboys are screwed. If Dak doesn't
Yeah,
produce,
they're gonna have to
Cowboys
give
are
him
so
money.
screwed. Yeah,
Yep.
they're gonna.
Either way.
They're in a tight spot no matter what.
Yeah, and I don't know their exact like cap and stuff, but I know based on who they've paid,
Yeah.
they're in trouble
If-
because
if
they've had
Dak
to pay
makes-
a lot of people a lot of
Yeah.
money, and if they have to pay Dak,
If he makes the playoffs,
they're gonna have to
that's
just
it.
depend on the draft to fill in talent because they are not gonna be able to sign anybody of significance.
They're gonna look like us.
Yeah, hey, and we have cap room. That's the problem. And who do you want the Cowboys to go after? At least a position in next year's draft. Everyone thought they were going after defense this year, and they draft another receiver. They improved the offense they already had that was very, very, very good.
I would like them to see them go after a defensive secondary, safety, cornerback. We lost Byron Jones, Awuzie. I mean, he's okay. I think he got hurt. I'm not sure, but there's no top talent in there anymore. Our backfield is horrible. Our mid, fine. Linebackers, we got Jalen Smith. Of course, we have Van Der Esch, who's hurt. Broke his collarbone.
You
Once
guys
they're
should not
once
have
they're
any
healthy
luck with
together,
linebacker health, yeah.
yeah, and then Sean Lee, forget about it. He's hurt just walking around. I'm not even gonna count him in. But
I'll never
other
forget.
than
I always
that,
hated Sean Lee because he had David Wilson's number. Every single time they played, Sean Lee would force a fumble on David Wilson. Every single time.
Which I don't know if that was a hard thing to do for against David
I mean,
Wilson.
fair, but
I mean,
still.
but he was always there to be consistent. He's still there. He's just always hurt. I'm going to change up this last one for you, Ann.
All right.
Do you see the Cowboys winning a Super Bowl in the next 5 years?
the next 5 years, oh my God, that's a tough one. Only because they haven't won in what 30.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, with all this talent, you think they should at least win a playoff game. I'd say they'd have to win a playoff game first before I would
Oh,
say.
we might have some breaking fantasy news coming in here.
All I know is Keyshawn Vaughn just went from healthy to questionable, and he was a dart throw pickup for me that maybe he'd break out. Fuck fantasy this year. I mean, this is just goddamn devastating. Like,
I think
there's-
Cameron agrees with you on that.
oh, there he goes, Miami Cam back there. Uncle C, man.
What do you think? Gut feeling though, yes or
Gut
no?
feeling? No. I hate to say it, but no.
Wow.
Wow. It's disappointing for our Cowboys fans.
It
to
really
listen.
is. It honestly breaks my heart. But like, look at. I mean,
but I mean,
you know?
You would
their
have to do
offense,
it
they're
this or
great,
next year.
but
our
when they-
offense is.
Well,
Dak
you
is
have to go
putting
through
up numbers.
Yeah.
if you have to go through 3 rounds of playoffs, eventually, your defense is going to catch up to you, and
Right.
or you're going to make a mistake on offense.
What do they
If-
say about defenses?
Defense wins championships.
Exactly.
If they win, it's got to be this year or next year. You guys have a very small window, I would say, before things fall apart just due to salary cap issues. So,
All right, the moment everyone's been waiting for. Let's
The
talk about our New York
NYFG.
Football Giants. Do you change the GM?
Oh my God,
Obviously,
yes.
Absolutely.
we have David
should have
Gettleman
changed
has
the
built this
GM
team to win in the
when we
80s.
fired Shermer.
Yeah, I agree.
Now we might have not gotten Joe Judge, because apparently, who is also probably going to be a GM candidate, ESPN correspondent Louis Riddick wanted to hire Josh McDaniel if he was the GM.
I don't trust Josh McDaniels, though. After what he
I don't
did
either.
to,
I don't
to the
either.
Colts, I don't trust him one bit. I think he knows he's getting that job in New England.
Speaking of New England, my number one pick, is this your same? This is your guy you're talking
No,
about?
it's not, actually.
If we want to keep Judge, and I think they're going to keep Judge, if we want to keep Judge, I think number one, contract is up after this year, has not re-signed with the Patriots. Nick Casario, he's the Patriots director of player personnel,
Interesting.
already has a relationship with Joe Judge, allows Joe Judge to have someone that he has worked with before, and someone that obviously deals with one of the best coaches of all time, Bill Belichick, and just they plug players in that system. I just think it's a good fit. Now, he's not a GM, so to speak, or an assistant GM right now, but
that's
but it allows us to keep Joe Judge, who I think we both agree we want.
Yeah.
We want him to.
definitely. I
And
want to give him a shot. He's this is a shit
here's
year
what I
to
would
start.
say. Whoever we hire as GM, at least interview Joe Judge, and you can either fire him or keep him based on how it
Yeah,
goes.
because you do need a fresh start, but I think Judge. I would hope he stays.
The Giants have always filled their general manager with someone that is, like, so to speak, in the family. Dave
Right.
Gettleman was someone that worked for them
Which
previously.
I normally am not a fan of that, but my pick actually does fit that bill, but it's out of left field.
Okay.
Because when I look at some of the
Don't
more
tell me it's
successful,
Kevin Abrams.
no,
Okay,
no.
good.
When I
Okay,
look
that's
at
who I don't want them to hire.
when I look at some of the more successful GMs, recently at least, they're former players. You got guys like Ozzie Newsome, did great things for the Ravens before he retired. You look at what Stephen Lynch is doing right now for the 49ers, turned them around real quick, even though he didn't actually play for them. And even John Elway to an extent. Not
Okay.
not that great.
Yeah.
My pick would be a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the New York Football Giants,
Oh.
Justin Tuck.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, you thought I was going to say Eli Manning, didn't you? You thought I was going to say Eli. No.
Okay.
Justin Tuck, I feel like could be a very good fit there. He's a very smart guy. He's currently like VP for some crazy financial firm right now. I honestly think he could do the job.
He has
I think
that
he's got a
Notre Dame
level head.
education.
He has the Notre Dame education. He's Giants royalty as far as I'm concerned. Nobody who's a Giants fan doesn't like Justin Tuck. I honestly think he could be a great low-key, like kind of wild card fit there.
We got to place a bet on that.
Is there a way
That's
to do
gonna
that?
be like
Yeah.
that's gonna be like a
If
5,000 to
that
1
happens,
odds.
then like I deserve to be invited to his like induction. Like
I mean, that would be awesome. I would
that'd be
love
nuts.
that.
I think that would be huge.
As far as experience, I think it's gonna work against him.
Oh, I
regardless.
agree. Because he hasn't been working in the league since. But I mean, how much did I don't know if you can look this up and how much John Lynch had? Like, what was he doing before he got hired as
Let's
GM?
talk about Mike Mayock, the GM of the Raiders. He was an analyst on
Yeah.
TV. A name I've seen come up a lot is Daniel Jeremiah, who works for NFL. I think NFL Network as
I
a
almost
scout.
thought you were gonna say Daniel Jones a second. I was like, that would be crazy. that would be
Right.
fucking nuts.
You're not going to be the starting quarterback. You're
Yeah.
going to be drafting the starting quarterback. Like I said, Lewis Riddick. He's on ESPN, but he's also always mentioned. And the Giants actually interviewed him alongside Gettleman. Let's talk about, for GM, let's talk about the successful teams in the league. You obviously, like coaching, they pull from the teams that are doing well. A team that has done well for a while and who has made solid personnel moves, the Seattle Seahawks,
Fair.
their GM is still there. People that have worked under him have taken other spots. Ed Dodds is currently the Colts assistant GM. He worked for Seattle's GM Schneider from 2007 to 2016. Also could be an option where he's also building a good team in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Joe Horowitz, the Ravens. He's the director of player personnel. You know, you're talking about the Ravens, you're talking about solid. Like, they draft guys, they fit them into their system, and they keep them.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I don't know.
mean,
I
that's
think I
the
sent
way
you a
it should-
stat once. The only player from the previous regime that signed a deal after their rookie deal was up was, like, Sterling Shepard from the Giants,
Yeah,
like, which is insane. One player.
Totally nuts.
Another name, Mike Borgazzani. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. He's been working for the Chiefs under Andy Reid and Brett Veach. If you're talking about successful teams and what they're doing, and you want to bring that to your franchise, these are guys you want to know, whether they work for the Giants or not. But Justin Tuck for GM, let's go.
I'm all about it. I would love that. I think that'd be a huge move for the Giants.
Who would you target in next year's draft, and would you trade? I mean, we don't really have much talent to trade. We're the
Yeah, we
youngest team
really
in the
don't.
NFL. What position are you looking? If we get the number 3 pick, which is what we're predicted at now, what position do you,
Who else is above us?
the Jets, and then I don't know who's technically
Yeah, I don't know
number
who's
2.
technically number 2 right now because we're like really bad. Like, I'm surprised the Jets are above us because we have scored 3 touchdowns. I'm convinced the 4 of us, if we played in NFL games could have amassed at least 3 touchdowns. That's a gross overstatement, but still.
Gotta believe.
Yeah, you know.
Offensive line for me. I mean,
Yeah, I think you
we
got to go.
still
O-line.
need to
Yeah.
solidify that offensive line. We got Andrew Thomas this year.
Just do whatever we got to do. Protect Saquon, protect Daniel Jones. Like, that's clearly the answer because these play calls are suspect. We can't keep running our most talented guys up the gut or relying on Daniel Jones to carry all the rushing yards and throw the ball like he's the entire offense. And much as I like him, he's not that ridiculously talented where he can do. He's not like Cam Newton where he can eat those hits all day. As far as trading talent, goodbye Evan Ingram. Like, that should have happened forever ago at this point. Like, honestly, trade him to some wide receiver needy team for an offensive lineman, just plug him in and let's go from there.
I 100% agree with that. I mean,
Like-
we don't. The guy can't block. He can catch the ball.
Yeah.
He's athletic.
I mean, sometimes he
He's
can catch the ball.
inconsistently catching it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that's a perfect answer for this question. All right, 5 years from now, where are we seeing the Giants at?
I would love to say a Super Bowl. I honestly really, really would.
We have Ant, the Cowboys fan, the most electric offense in the NFL right now, and he's saying
But-
no.
But what did Ant say? What did Ant say back there? I believe it was that defense wins championships. And what we're looking at is one of the most surprising defenses in the NFL right now. Now, if you have a solid defense, you can control the flow of the game.
Need an update from Anthony.
Sorry, 5-1 Yankees, bottom 8.
All right,
Oh,
let's go.
very
Let's go.
nice.
When's the next game's tomorrow night?
I believe so.
All right, we're going to be watching it somewhere. Let's go.
So yeah, if you have a solid defense, you can control the pace of the game. Another thing that helps with that is a solid run game. So conceivably, if Daniel Jones improves, if we get maybe one more outside receiver and we completely dedicate ourselves to bolstering the offensive line, they definitely make a deep run in the playoffs. I don't know if I can say Super Bowl
I'm
outright,
saying
but they
in
definitely
3
make a
years
deep
from
run.
now, I'd like to see them at the top of the division.
Yeah.
Competing for the playoffs.
I agree with that.
And then adding some pieces down the line. I mean, this year is going to determine a lot. The next draft is going to determine a lot. Who we hire as a GM or coach or whatever it happens is going to be
Justin Tuck, we believe in you.
Justin Tuck.
All right, like
Go
when you
Irish,
say when
come
you
back.
think about it, like it's like
I was
yeah,
not
that,
expecting
like,
that. You threw me off.
I told you
there.
it was a wild card, but I was like, this like conceivably, like I trust him. I don't know.
All right. So before we get into our next NFL questions, let's get a word from our sponsor. Why Am I a Nerd podcast network has been brought to you by our sponsor, Me Moms. The best breakfast and lunch down the Jersey Shore with 3 great locations in Wall Township, Middletown, and Brick, New Jersey. Me Moms specializes in unique and fun takes on your traditional lunch and breakfast items. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can find more information at www.memoms.com. All right, so we are back with some more NFL talk. Got a couple questions here provided by our man Snacks McGuigan. Shout out to Snacks McGuigan for
Snacks McGuigs.
letting me beat him in fantasy this week and just for being an overall good
What's
guy.
it like beating someone in the 4th and 1 fantasy league?
We
Because
haven't actually talked about it. We haven't talked about it. I actually play the Giant Killer and the Statman this weekend. So I'm
There we go.
you know, we're gonna have a lot to talk about next week.
Gonna be an interesting one. I actually don't know who I have.
Yeah, let's look who
I'm
you play.
curious.
We need to hear it here.
I
right
just
now.
lost to good old Washington Dave out there.
Well, he has a solid squad.
That he does. That he does. This is what I get for taking Michael Thomas first overall. Because if I hadn't said yes this episode, fuck Ohio State. Who is? Oh my God! I got Timmy Whalen. Holy shit! I have 27 points right now.
Who do you have?
Oh God, this isn't a good reason to have 27 points.
How many players?
3. Oh God. We
Live
got
update.
Nick Foles, David Montgomery, and Ronald Jones.
Can you tell me who you played the first week?
No, I can. No, I cannot.
I believe you go to schedule.
No, I cannot because we don't live in the past. We live in the present. It's a gift.
Yeah, and the
And we're gonna
can
treat
you
it as
pull up
such.
The stats of who Matt played week 1.
Mike Evans on
Sorry,
a
Matt, but I'm stat man. I gotta look at it.
Mike Evans on a solid stat line of 1 catch, 2 yards, 1 touchdown.
I was gonna say, I was like, 1 catch, 2 yards. Jesus.
Ronald Jones
But even-
actually isn't having a bad game. He has 11 rushes for 56
What?
yards.
I closed it, but what
The
quarter? are we
problem
in?
is it's the third quarter. Start of the third quarter. You have a whole half going.
All right.
Start of the third quarter. Chicago's up by a score of 14-13. Chicago's defense is
Yeah,
super
pretty solid.
is pretty solid, and you're dealing with Tom Brady, who hasn't looked like the Tom Brady in the past, but he's also dealing with a completely new system and team.
He's got
and,
weapons though. It's this is an interesting.
I mean, look,
year.
there's still a lot of time in the game.
Yeah.
Like first half doesn't mean shit.
Tom Brady. Would you, Cameron?
God.
Cam.
Just so you know, you played the Golden State Buckeyes and you got your ass kicked. You lost by
First of all,
almost 40 points.
They weren't the Golden State Buckeyes then. Second of all, I think I was immediately down 3 players, like to open.
You lost
that
to,
week?
you lost them 132.1 to 96.7.
Yeah,
so-
and I fucking lost piece of shit Ohio State player Michael Thomas almost immediately into week
I mean,
1.
look, I was just curious. who
My
you
first
lost to.
overall pick for my team.
Who is that?
I don't know. I don't have number saved. It might be Timmy.
Wait, what happened?
What?
That's not Timmy. I don't know. who
Fourth
that
and
is.
1.
Oh
that
my
Rich?
Group
god,
chat.
this is
Rich, maybe?
amazing.
Yeah.
552.
Oh, this is great. Can
Rich
we
is just
can we
ripping-
take a timestamp and put this up because this is amazing.
It's got to go on the gram.
I'm not showing that.
Oh my god, I'm gonna put it on the gram later.
That's mean.
That's me. That's mean.
Well, we've kept you guys long enough here today. Let's finish up our NFL questions and let's get to our number 1.
Oops.
Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. 13 passing touchdowns, second in the league. 0 interceptions, 92.8 QBR, first in the league. 128.4 passer rating, second in the league. 1,214 passing yards, fifth in the league, and a 4-0 record. Has Rodgers played his way into an MVP race?
Yeah.
Who is your MVP as of now?
I'd say it's tied between 3 players right now, and I think, I mean, it's tough. It's 1A, 1B, and 2 is the way I'm looking at it. 2 is Josh Allen. 1A is Russell. I was about to
Let
say
it
Westbrook.
cook Wilson.
Yeah, I was about to say Westbrook. I was like, what the fuck? And I'd say 1B is Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers would hear me say that and immediately propel himself to 1A on sheer willpower alone.
I think we talked about this, but everyone was talking trash about Aaron Rodgers in the draft, and
Yeah.
you don't want to piss Aaron Rodgers off.
You really don't. Like, you,
You know,
really,
and-
really don't.
Not to throw shade at the Cowboys fan, and I do remember a Packers-Cowboys playoff game where Aaron Rodgers threw one of the most ridiculous passes I've
He's
ever seen.
absolutely absurd.
And
That's
he just
No, he didn't. No, he did
I
not.
said he did.
Who said it?
The refs.
the rule. There's a rule change now. There's a rule change because of it.
Whatever.
But
The one rule change. If we're gonna talk about a rule change where something completely we're
not in
blowing this
fantasy,
episode
but
apart.
NFL.
But NFL, a rule change that completely blew something apart was Calvin Johnson week 1 against the Bears, caught that pass, caught the ball, like ass down, legs down, hands down, stood up, and they said it wasn't a catch. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. He had the thing completely secured, the ball didn't move, blew my mind, I was irate. I'm not even a Lions
Shout out
fan.
to
I
Megatron.
just love Megatron, who got his birthday shout out was it last week or the week before?
Sorry, Hicks flew out on the warning track with bases loaded.
Ah, damn it. All right, that brings us to what, the 9th inning?
Yep, top 9.
All right,
Here we
here
go.
we go. Let's get into tomorrow's game.
All right.
Yeah, I agree with you with your MVP. I mean, everyone, we talked about this before. Everyone's like talking about who the MVP is.
It's
We're-
early,
We're
but, like,
25% in.
It-
There's a long way to go.
Oh,
A lot
whole
has already
bunch.
changed in 4 weeks. We'll see what happens. All these teams are 4-0 right now. I don't know. I want to talk MVP at the midway maybe.
I agree.
Maybe 4 weeks from now we'll see.
Yeah, see, like,
Well,
kind of
let's
what's going
recap
on.
and remember what we said, and we'll go back and talk about
Sounds
it. 'cause
good.
It's too early to talk MVP.
Can someone add 1A? Well, we'll remember it, actually. Take that
Yeah.
back. I was gonna
let's go to
ask that
number
as a
2.
note.
Browns, another team moving to 3-1. How big was this win against Dallas for their season and confidence? Has Baker done enough so far to solidify his position as a franchise quarterback?
Did you think Dallas was going to come back when they brought it within?
Yes.
3 was it 3 points?
Yes.
41-38.
Mhm.
You were watching the game.
Yeah, I was watching it from a legal website on my phone.
Legal website.
Yeah, because it happened twice. Well, they only came back versus the Falcons, but it's been like that all year. So yeah, I had some hopes.
Haunted by former New York Giant Odell Beckham with a
Tore
ridiculous
us
touchdown.
up, tore us apart.
That's why I'm so scared for when we play them. Like, I'm going to put money on him that game. Like, I have to, because he's going to go off.
I really hope not, but we might play.
We'll see what Bradbury does.
We're
But
gonna
I
play
mean,
some bets for this weekend's game.
that's fair.
Bradbury's
fair.
been on point.
He is. He's been very good.
Um,
He's been very good.
I don't know. I'm getting some more confidence in Baker. I mean, their team is coming together.
Yeah, they're
I mean,
John.
we got to look at who they've played, but you're 3-1. You're off to a better start than last year. You lose Nick Chubb. You have Kareem Hunt to fill in. I don't know. I'm feeling better about the Browns. I did say before the season started they would be the wild card team
Yeah.
to come out of the AFC North. I have to stick with that.
Well,
But
it looks like they
franchise
have the
quarterback,
depth, too.
I don't know if I'm going to call him that yet.
I'll agree with that.
I think there is some more things that he has to play out.
Yeah. I'm not
But
quite
he
ready
doesn't
to
look.
anoint him
When
either.
he has protection, like any quarterback, you're going to be able to make better throws. So, shout out to Baker. I mean, he's doing his thing. They're 3-1. He has the weapons. There's potential there. If they get hot, they're dangerous. Look what they did. I mean, they just.
There's, yeah, no,
No,
you're
even
right.
like they're playing the Cowboys. Still, they put up 48 points.
They've got
That-
they've got power at every single position you could possibly want it at. So, totally makes sense.
All right, let's go to number 3, Ant.
Fitzmagic. Ryan Fitzpatrick has beaten the Jaguars with a 16.
It's crazy.
He has now beaten
really
them as a
is.
member of the Bengals,
I don't remember
Bills,
him.
Titans, Texans, Jets, and Dolphins. He's also spent time with the Rams and the Bucks. Is Ryan Fitzpatrick one of the greatest journeyman quarterbacks of all time?
Easily.
100%. And he also
Easily.
looks like Snacks McGuigan. They're
Yeah.
almost identical.
Really?
They look exactly
That's
the
amazing.
same.
The
Yeah.
full
And that's
beard
probably why you
everything.
put this question in here.
Fitzpatrick has a bigger
You wanted me
beard.
to talk about him.
I didn't even know that he was. I don't remember him being on the Bengals at all. Like all these other teams I remember, aside from the Bengals.
The
but,
Bengals,
like,
yeah, I don't remember that either.
It's probably who drafted him. Like, can we look that up? Can you look up who drafted
Who drafted Fitzpatrick?
Ryan Fitzpatrick? Yeah.
All right, let me get a picture of Fitzpatrick and Snacks McGuigan just to show you. This isn't the best comparison. Fitzpatrick also looks like Conor McGregor.
He does a little bit. I see that.
That's the most popular picture that's popping up.
The St. Louis Rams in 2005. He was
2005.
he was a seventh round.
Holy
pick.
shit!
He played for the Rams, but I don't think he was he a starter for them?
He was there for a year, and then he went to the Bengals.
That's crazy.
Come on, where's
And
he? Where's
do
he?
you guys know where he went to college? He
Harvard.
He must be a smart guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got the highest Wonderlic score of all time.
All right, here's Snacks McGuigan. Okay.
Holy shit! Wow. That's pretty damn crazy.
Oh, let's just pull up a little Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Can we mark this so we can get the picture up there, the two of them? Wow, yeah. I see it.
It's actually scary.
It really is.
Like-
It's very on point.
I don't know if he's ever gotten that. Like, hey, Fitzmagic, what's
Yeah.
going on?
I wonder how much it actually takes for that beard care and maintenance for Fitzmagic.
Too much.
It's gotta be.
I mean,
Gotta
he
be a
doesn't
ton.
look like he maintains it. We could talk to a beard guy here. What time do you have to put in for your beard to make it look that good?
First, you need beard shampoo. Then you need beard conditioner. Then you need beard balm.
I use beard oil, personally.
Beard oils for pansies.
You
We
knew
do
that-
something
you
nice
knew-
for
you
this
knew that
guy
was
for his
coming.
birthday. Get no respect.
No fucking
Come on, you
respect.
know I was gonna harass the shit.
No
out of you. Why
fucking
would you bother
respect.
fucking do it?
We literally got Batman to wish you a
Go.
happy birthday.
Go.
All right, let's get to our last question.
All
Who are
right.
these two getting a fist fight with sock and boppers?
Burrow is looking like the real deal. Should Bengals fans be getting their hopes up for their rookies and the future in Cincy?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. He looks legitimate.
Yeah,
He doesn't
I
look
agree.
like fucking Dan Dimes, who everyone's giving time to. Doesn't
Yeah.
look like Sam Darnold. Doesn't look like
He's-
Tua, who's
he's
sitting on the
gotten
bench in
close, yeah.
Miami.
I mean, Tua might go off too. I will say though, Burrow didn't really start to go off until he left that first college he was at. It was a real shitty tiny school. I think it was in Columbus, Ohio. Fuck Ohio State.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah,
given
we got to LSU. We started doing work.
Took an opportunity somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks legitimate. He's making me jealous as a Giants fan who took
Yeah,
a high draft pick on a quarterback
Yeah.
who now we're second guessing. But
Hopefully he gets it together. It's rough. I mean, I'm
Burrow
not
has
gonna
that
deny.
thing. He has that thing where he just like makes a play out of something.
Yeah.
When he can't be. I mean, the
He's
Bengals.
something
The
special,
Bengals
yeah.
aren't a talented team offensively as far as
No, they got-
offensive line goes.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
got Joe Mixon. Yeah,
they have
they
Joe,
might have one of
Joe
the worst
Mixon's
offensive
good,
line.
but he's not better than Saquon.
No.
You know, they
No one
they
is.
do have good wide receiver talent, but their offensive line is give or
Oof,
take. He just
yeah.
knows how. He has a feel in the pocket. He can make throws.
He does what he
He's
needs
keeping
to.
their team in games with
Yeah.
average talent. So, shout out to Joe Burrow, fucking smoking cigars after he wins the national championship.
Yeah.
He's a cigar man.
That's an
all right.
iconic picture.
Before we end here, Matt, tell them where they can find us.
Just in case you weren't paying attention the first time, on Instagram at WhyAmIANerdOfficial. That's WHYAMI, the letter A, Nerd Official. On Facebook and YouTube at Why Am I a Nerd, spelled the same way, WHY. On Twitter at Fourth, that's the number 4, THAND 1 WON pod. Please like, rate, and review us wherever you enjoy listening or watching.
All right. Yankees 1 out from forcing a game 5 to go to the ALCS.
There we go.
That's it from here. I'm Sean.
And I'm Matt.
We'll catch you next time.
Love Our Sports Podcast.
The New York Football Giants.